let's do it. Kind of like it.
I do too.
You okay?
I don't mind a little nibble. Or smack.
Oh, go away, you dirty freak.
Daniela, no.
I'm really going to try my best to give a review. I'm still frazzled because I've just watched Love Island UK, and if you've watched it, you know what's happened there. So it's left my brain all mushy and I don't know what to do with myself. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 18. So the episode starts with Cordell having a conversation with Kendall, because Kendall is excited for Cordell because he says, you know, Cordell's connection with Dare appears very natural and they both seem to be really into one another. It's totally different from what he's been going through with Serena. And we all know he struggled with Serena. We all know Serena has sort of tried to keep him at arm's length and has constantly been sort of telling him how she wants him to hold her, how she wants him to kiss her, how she wants him to do this, that, and the other. And sadly for her, had she given him the reassurance that he wanted, by the time they went to Casa, he would have remained loyal. But because when they're exploring their connection, she kept stopping and starting this connection. This is why he's in the place that he's in, whereby he's open to exploring connections with other people. He's open to getting to know other people because he doesn't know, does she genuinely like me, or is she only doing this until she finds her next connection? And there's a possibility that because she hasn't closed things off, that she might be seeing someone, which is understandable given how she's moved in the villa. You have Serena in the villa. She's sort of crying to Leah and sort of telling Leah that she's worried that Cordell might be exploring connections with other people. And it's like, well, you gave him room to do that. You gave him, yes, you didn't give him room to have sex or whatever, but you gave him room to explore connections because you did the same. Yes, he did with Nicole, but that didn't go far. The girls in Casa will be coming in hot. They'll be coming in ready to take anyone who's available to be taken. And so if Cordell is taken by Dare, sadly, you have no one to blame but yourself. That's the situation. That's where you're at. So it's up to you to decide what to do next. You have Miguel take Sierra into the bedroom. Miguel is there for a good time. He said it that I'm here to win, and he's going to win. And because he said he's an F-boy, am I surprised? No. For him to make out in bed and then be unable to stand up and walk, it is what it is. She said she felt the same. I think they're two peas in a pod. I think they're the male and female version of each other. And so for them, I have no empathy. I feel sorry for Leah, but Leah knows who she's dealing with because she says, you know, this is what Miguel lives for. And so I wouldn't be surprised with whatever he does. And it is what it is. You have Rob having a conversation with one of the blonde Casa girls. What's her name? Sydney. He really seems to like Sydney. I think with Rob, he likes blonde-haired people. Remember Andrea? And he also likes people that are standoffish, people that don't seem like they really like him like that. And this is why he was very keen to have a conversation with her. He was trying to impress her. He bought the insect that he brought, and he actually had a conversation and wanted to know about her and her background, which is a surprise because we've never seen him or heard him ask anyone anything like that. So I think he really likes her. I like the fact that she told him that your overalls ain't it. You need to change your way of dressing because this is not it for me. I want you to do better. And what can he do? He can only try. So I can't wait to see how that works and whether that connection grows. You have Cordell go to, it sort of looks like soul ties, but it's not soul ties. So he goes through a conversation with Dare. They really like one another. They're flirting. They're everything. I see trouble for Cordell. I see trouble. So you have Jacoby pull Janaea for a chat. What do I think? I don't think that's a good look. I think he's too young for her. I think, yes, he's trying his best to explore a connection and trying to make sure he secures something with her, but I don't think that's it. I think he's too immature. She's 27, he's 21. He still has a lot of growing to do before he gets to where she is at in life. So I wish she would maybe focus on Josiah since there's no other option for her. She could even go for Ignacio. Ignacio is amazing. I don't know why she hasn't even explored anything with him. So Jacoby asks to share a bed with her because he says, you know, during the challenge he felt a spark with her and wants to share a bed. So she has to tell Josiah that, well, Jacoby's sharing a bed with me. And it's like, I don't know. I I don't know that connection. I'm really not buying it. And I hope Janaea is not blindsided when Kenny comes back from Casa with somebody else. The Islanders get ready for bed and everybody's ecstatic to be going to bed together. There is a lot of touching and kissing and whatever else was happening under those duvets. Only the duvets know. In the morning, you have Aaron with Daniela. Aaron is gone with Daniela. The only reason why Aaron wouldn't be gone with Daniela is he might think if he chooses Daniela, then his chances of winning are unlikely. But if you look at his connections, I think his connection with Daniela is way better than his connection with Kayla. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, the night before, Destiny asked to share a bed with Kendall. They shared a bed. I don't think they did anything. I just think they shared a bed and that was it. You have Cordell and they are making out. And in the clip in the trailer, I thought appeared as though she was going to have sex with him, but actually she didn't have sex with him. They were just bumping uglies with their clothes on. Hey, it is what it is. And you have the girls in the main villa sort of reflecting. Everybody's talking about their guy. Everybody bar Janaea. Oh, I miss Kendall. You know, we have a strong connection. I miss Miguel. We have a strong connection. I miss Aaron. We have a strong connection. I miss Cordell. And it's like, oh my God. So if everybody has a strong connection, why did we even bother with Casa? Why didn't the girls just sit and just wait for the boys to go and do whatever they were doing and then come back? Because the girls haven't really entertained any connections at all. They haven't seriously explored anything outside of Leah. You have Jacoby be told that Josiah, because in the morning Ignacio made some breakfast, and then when he made some, avocado toast, Josiah took it because apparently it was for Jacoby and Jacoby was supposed to go and give it to Janaea. So Josiah sort of outsmarted him and ran with it. And then the guys were complaining that, oh, why did he take breakfast that he didn't make? And Ignacio said, but the same thing could be said about Jacoby. He didn't make the toast. He was just coming to take a plate. So the two of them are doing the same thing. And so you hear Jalen sort of saying to Jacoby, you need to put a lot of more effort with Janaea because I think Josiah is coming in hot. So you need to continue to apply the pressure. And it's like, this is more a competition than people who are interested in exploring a romantic connection. People are now competing just to be on the show. That's the impression that I get. Anyway, I thought we'd managed to evade that, spit in somebody's mouth challenge, but it seems we haven't, because the boys then are sent a text message in Casa and the girls in the villa that they will be playing this game for 4th of July where they're moving fruit from one mouth to the other. And it's just like, please, why can't we come up with something else that's more creative than this? Why do we have to pass along gingivitis from one person to the other? So, that game, I don't think anything can beat that game where they pass liquid from one mouth to the other. As I said, gingivitis alert. Anyway, they started off with passing the hot dogs. So they passed the hot dogs down the row, and then from the hot dogs, they went to passing ketchup, and that was the worst. That was the worst ever. Oh my God, the liquid. I can just imagine it. And then from there, they passed the pulled pork. So the people that passed the hot dogs got to pass the pulled pork. But they, in my opinion, they were way better than the people that passed the ketchup down. Anyway, then you had everyone reflecting on the challenge, the Villa one, and the outcome. You have Cordell and Aaron. They're chilling with Dea and Daniela. They seem to be in a very good place. I don't know whether the producers are encouraging people to talk about their partners that they had before they went to Casa or not, because suddenly you have Aaron for the first time talking about, oh, I am thinking of Kayla. She's still in the back of my mind. Daniela's a good girl, but she also, and it's like, nah, it's too late. You're gone. Your connection is way better. I get it. Yes, you didn't tell her. You told Kayla you were developing feelings, but thank God you didn't tell her, let's close off and let's say I love you. But Kayla, in her mind, is closed off. And so it's going to be really sad for her when she sees movie night and she sees everything that transpired in Casa, if she's still around. And if he were to walk back in with Daniela, that would really break Kayla's heart, in my opinion. Cordell, he is at peace. And everybody, all the guys seem to like Dea for Cordell as compared to Serena. And this is going to be a problem, because at least if the boys were sticking up for Serena, it makes sense. But nobody's sticking up for Serena, which is really sad. You have the Islanders get ready for the night. And then you have Janaea. Janaea is her own enemy. All the little boys she's messing about and they're messing about with her are way too young. she had, Connor, I think, was the same age or a couple of years younger than her. He played her. She's got Kenny. Kenny's moving on in Casa. Now she's sort of between Jacoby and Josiah, and they keep dragging her from side to side. And it's like, I don't get it. I understand where she's coming from, that she can't wait for Casa to end. I thought she was going to say, I can't wait for Casa to end so that I can see who's genuine and who's not. But she's saying, I'm looking forward to Kenny. And it's like, you're setting yourself for heartbreak. Did you not watch Destiny last year? Move like Destiny. And if one doesn't work, move on to the next one. And it is what it is. You have Kayla crying because she feels like Aaron is going to bring someone, Aaron. And it's like, Kayla, all she's done in Casa is talk about Aaron. She's going to be heartbroken. I give credit to Liv for trying to cheer her up and tell her that there is more to life than a relationship. And if that relationship breaks down, there is always something else tomorrow. And I hope she realizes this, because even Nicole was trying to tell her the same, but I don't think Kayla is listening to anything they have to say. She is stuck in this Aaron situation and she's going to ride it until the end. I don't know how I feel about Josiah and Jacoby sort of fighting over Janaea. Now it's no longer about them having a romantic attraction. It now feels as though it's just a competition of who is going to win or get the ability to sort of to stay in the villa, which it shouldn't be really, because I don't know whether it's because all the other girls have turned them away. So Jacoby is now going head to head with Josiah, and it's sort of becoming unattractive. And you can see that Janae is turned off because she was talking about, oh, I can't wait for Kenny to come back. And that's a sign to say she's been turned off. She's been turned off because she was in the middle of a conversation with Josiah. And then Jacoby just came and said, okay, can I speak to you now? And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you feel that was appropriate? And I give credit to Josiah because he was able to sort of contain himself and not comment or not say anything. But you could see by the look on his face that he wasn't happy. He was very upset, but didn't know what to do. So he just tried to hold it in. And it's like, I know they can't turn around. Well, it's disrespectful to say to someone who's come for a conversation, no, wait a moment. Oh, I don't know whether they're not allowed to do so, but I wish someone would say, no, wait a moment. This is why I liked Destiny, because Destiny would have checked you and told you, wait a moment, let me finish my conversation and then you can take the person, or let me finish my conversation with this person and then I'll come and speak to you, because otherwise it's not necessary and it's not appropriate. I don't like it. You then have, Serena, she's having a conversation with Leah and she's crying about Cordell. For me, I know it seems as though I'm uncaring, but sadly, my empathy for Serena went down the river the moment she started treating Cordell badly, because this guy really liked her from day one. He was really attracted to her. He was talking about, oh, we've got matching clothes. He tried to do everything to impress her, sort of live up to what a woman's expectation would be of someone in a couple. And she refused, and she said, no, it's too much for me. I don't want, let's take a step back. I'm just getting friendship vibes. He took a step back and then she came back and she said, no, I'm attracted to you. And then he started again and then she took a step back and said, no, I'm still open to getting to know other people. So I don't have empathy for her. I am sorry. I know as a woman I should empathize, but I don't have empathy for her because for me it seems too convenient. The way she's cried about Cordell in these past 3-4 days is way more than anything she said about Cordell in the 2-3 weeks that they've been together. So to me, that doesn't make sense. Is she crying because she wants to be sort of the angel in this situation, whereby if Cordell, when he sees movie night, he'll feel bad, or is she crying because she really misses him? I don't get it. I don't know whether she's crying because she wants to be a victim or to get the victim arc, or whether she's doing it because she really has feelings for this man. And in Casa, you have Cordell having an amazing time with Dea. He has a great connection with her, and it seems organic and natural. And this is what all the boys have been saying about his connection with Dea, because they all feel some type of way about the way Janaea has been treating him. And this is where her problem is, because even if she kicks off, she can't kick off at the guys because they're going to tell her, you treated him badly, so what did you expect him to do? He owed himself the opportunity to try and explore a connection with somebody else. He did, and he found it. So unfortunately, there's nothing we can do for you. Every girl deserves a friend like Liv. I want Liv to stay till the finale because she deserves it. She's worked hard for it. They owe her nothing but to get her to the finale, because Liv has been that girl. She's been supportive of these girls and has stood by them, even though she didn't come with them on day one. She's someone who's come from a different country. She's on her own on this show, but she's been able to support these girls regardless of what they've been going through. Everybody needs a friend like Liv. Anyway, so Kayla receives a text message. The text message is, a video from Casa, and the producers are mad. They are mad, and they knew who they were targeting because Kayla and Serena have been crying for these guys since the guys went to Casa. And so the producers wanted to put a damper on it, because why would they only show Cordell and Aaron and not show anybody else? We all saw Miguel go in the bedding and then come out and say he can't walk straight. So I don't get why we didn't get to see Miguel. It was messy, especially the scene with Cordell. They didn't show the full clip. They made it seem like he was having sex with this girl. Yeah, she's got a great connection with her. And I never want to see anyone cry, so I feel sorry for Serena. But at the same time, this is mad. This is mad. The fact that you had Liv walking around the whole villa with Kayla, trying to pacify Kayla, that's a friend in need. That is a friend in need. You need a friend that will ride or die, and she is a ride or die, because she could have easily just said, this is none of my business. I am not in a couple with anyone, so I'm not going to do anything. But she walked that whole villa with Kayla. She walked that whole villa with Kayla to help pacify her, because she could tell that Kayla was breaking down. None of the girls knew what to do or what to say to Kayla, because there were no words that could console her for what she's going through, because this is a lot. This is a lot for anyone to bear with, because she has tried her best to respect this man. She has tried her best to sort of be loving to this person, and was actually about to tell him that, I want us to be exclusive. The fact that she's always been loyal to him since day one. When she kissed Hakim and he wasn't happy, she stopped it immediately and never tried to pursue anything with anyone. So for him to do this is hurtful, very hurtful for her. And so I like the fact that, she had Liz to hold her hand and sort of comfort her during this time. And I hope if something like this were to ever happen to Liv, she would be there for Liv as Liv was there for her, because, oh my God, that is a friend in need. That is a friend in need. Serena was pacing. She was upset. I don't think Serena expected Cordell to find anyone that would like him. And so to find out that he actually found someone and he's having an amazing time and no one is sort of pulling him back, or he is not holding himself back, this was a bit too much for her to bear. This was too much for her to bear. And I don't know how she's going to recover from this. I have a feeling Kayla can easily say, I'm going home, but I don't think Serena would go home. I think instead Serena would couple up with one of the Casa boys so that she's not left alone. That's the impression that I get. It's sad to see the girls' hearts breaking. It really is. For Kayla, this was devastating, because Kayla was on the verge of telling this man she loves him. To have Miguel sort of translate what was being said is heartbreaking for her. It's heartbreaking because apparently she told him about her family. He said he wanted to meet her family, and it's like Aaron has been on the traitors, so he knows how to sort of navigate certain situations. Because with the problem is with Miguel, he embraces who he is. He's not afraid to stand up and say, this is who I am. Whereas with someone like Aaron can sort of hide behind his baby blue eyes and you'll just think, he's very innocent, whereas he is the biggest player at the end of the day. Because I don't think Kayla saw this coming. This was the last thing she expected. This was the last thing everybody expected, including myself, especially given the fact that he was asking the guys that when we go to Casa, can we sleep outside together? Met Daniela and everything went out the window. So I don't get what happened, why he suddenly switched. I really don't get that. Serena, I never want to see anyone cry, but at the same time, I am struggling to find sympathy for her because of the way she treated Cordell. I understand she's got a history of guys doing this to her, but she shouldn't have used her trauma from the past to sort of on this new relationship that she was trying to form. Had she maybe not behaved the way she behaved at the start, I would empathize. I don't want to see someone cry. It's not that I take pleasure in her crying, but at the same time, I don't empathize with her situation as much as I do Kayla, because Kayla has stood by that guy from day one, whereas Serena was sort of standing by him, and then when somebody new comes in, she'd run to that person, see if there's anything there. If there's nothing there, she'd come back to him because she knew he would always be waiting for her. And so for her now to be in the situation, she made this bed, she has to lay in it. I'm sorry, she has to lay in it. I know it's unpopular opinion, but this is where I am. I can't wait for the recoupling and to hear what happened, and we'll see how it ends. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 17. Bye guys.